This is going to be an impossible challenge. I'm going to a bookstore, trying to not buy any books. Is this self-sabotage or is this self-care? We shall see. Hello, I'm Angela Ann, the friend of all the good YA book recs and literary lifestyle tips. Today, I am gonna go to a bookstore. This week has just been a very stressful, anxiety-ridden week, so I feel like I just need like a break and a little bit of time to just like recharge, and one of my favorite ways to recharge is just to walk around a bookstore. I'm gonna try to not buy any books though, because I bought a lot of books recently and also a lot of coffee recently, so I just like don't really want to spend more money. I just want like the aesthetic of the bookstore, if that makes sense. I have gone to this bookstore before and like I definitely have supported them financially. That's good because they are an independently owned bookstore. It's also a thrift bookstore that's a couple of towns over from where I live. It's honestly like in kind of a weird like small town setting, but it's one of the coolest bookstores. Not one of the coolest, that's really hyping it up. It's definitely a cool bookstore though for just like an average town's bookstore. I might end up buying books, to be honest, just because the books are really cheaply priced because they're thrift books, but only if there's a book that's like on my TBR that I see there. Since I bought a lot of books recently, like I said, I think I'm gonna tack on a little book haul to this video, so that'll be fun. And I have a package that I have to go pick up later today that I think is bookish mail. This is going to be an impossible challenge. I'm going to a bookstore, trying to not buy any books. Is this self-sabotage or is this self-care? We shall see. And I have arrived. So we put our mask on and we go book shopping. So I just got done at the bookstore and I'm not proud to say, but also not unexpected, that I did end up buying a book. So I got Daughter Fortune by Isabel Allende, which I've been wanting to read for a really long time. I love Isabel Allende. If you're looking for like a really great author from South America, I definitely recommend checking out Isabel Allende. And this one takes place in Chile during the Victorian era. I don't know why, but I've really been into historical fiction like more than usual recently. When I get home, I'm gonna do a book haul, some of the other books I've got recently, and there's a decent amount of historical fiction in those books too. Let's flash forward to that book haul. My TBR pile, like my physical TBR pile, is starting to get scary, and that's not even counting the books on my TBR pile that I don't actually own. I'm really hoping this month and obviously May and June, because I won't be at university anymore, that I can really start ramping up how much I'm reading, because when I'm at university, I don't read as much as I would like to. So the first book is one that I was sent as an ARC, so thank you Simon & Schuster for sending me this ARC, and I'm so excited for it. It is Bloodlike Magic by Lizelle Samberry. This book follows a witch in 2090s Toronto. She has Trinidadian magic. Part of the magic is that she has to make a guy fall in love with her and then murder him. So she goes after this boy that she meets who's a trans boy. However, she slowly starts to actually fall in love with him, leaving her with the difficult decision of killing the person she loves or losing her family's magic. It's a concept I've never heard of before. If you watched my most anticipated reads of 2021 video, I included this in that. I am just so excited to be able to have this and have the ARC in my hands. I'm pretty sure it comes out, I know it comes out in June. Usually ARCs say when they come out. I'm not sure if this one says the actual release date. When I put like books mentioned in this video, I will put the release date down below, but I am very excited about this book. Lizelle also has a really awesome AuthorTube channel, so if you're looking for advice about how to write books in traditional publishing, go check out her channel. Next book I've actually already read, but it's also about witchcraft, and that's The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This book is an adult book, not young adult. Bloodlike Magic was young adult. It's a dual point of view, so the first point of view is a witch from the 1790s who runs an apothecary, and then a modern day person from Ohio. I'm from Ohio, and it's about how their stories interweave in London. This book is a really amazing book, especially if you like history. I felt like I was a historian reading it. Fun fact, along with reading and writing, I also really enjoy history. Something I've been really into recently is there's this YouTube channel where this person created a series about the different queens and consorts of England. So it's about like the spouses of the ruling kings and queens. I absolutely love it. I will link the first part of that down below if you want to like go through and watch those parts if you're also a history nerd. Anyways, the next book is another adult book and another historical fiction. It's Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. So this book is about I'm not 100% sure, but I know the setting is Pinochet's regime in the 1970s Chile. Whoops, that's a lie. It's about Colombia during that same time period. So Colombia during the Cold War, which is something I don't know a lot about. I did a research project on US influence in Argentina during the Cold War. Spanish is my second language. I love learning about South American history. So I'm really excited to read this book and learn more about Colombia's history. Next up, I have two other adult books here. I've been getting a lot of books recently from Book of the Month, and they are mostly adult books, which is kind of nice because I feel like I probably should start branching out into adult books a little bit more, although I still obviously really love young adult books. But the next one is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, and I feel like I've seen this book all over social media recently. All I know is that it's another historical fiction about the 1930s Dust Bowl. So the next book I'm really excited about is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers, and this book is another adult book. It's about a girl, and she just finished up her PhD in astronomy, and she feels like her life is kind of a wreck just because it's hard for her to find a job. Her parents are disappointed. She's not in a relationship, like mood relatable. She goes to Las Vegas on a girls trip to celebrate getting her PhD, and she accidentally ends up marrying a girl in one of those like Las Vegas weddings. And so it's about kind of the aftermath of that. Now let's venture back into YA land. I got A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I ended up reading this entire book during my wilderness for reading retreat. I will link that video up above. It's such an amazing vlog. It's probably one of the best I've done like aesthetically, so I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. I'm very proud of the editing and filming in that video. But this is the second book in the From Blood and Ash series. I love Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've loved Jennifer L. Armentrout since like 2012. She's an amazing romance writer. If you like Sarah J. Maas, especially the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, you will love the From Blood and Ash series. The next book I bought is actually by a friend of mine, and I'm so excited to read it, and it's What Are Friends For by Sarah Sutton. Sarah Sutton is another author tuber here, and just a really genuinely awesome human being. It's just kind of a cutesy friends to lovers during winter time, and I know it's spring right now, so I definitely didn't buy this at the right time of year, but I am a very big winter person, so come May, I'll be wanting winter back. So this book can give me a little sliver of winter. But I like on the back it says, falling in love isn't complicated unless it's with your best friend. So again, I just love cutesy little rom-coms. The last book I got recently is a nonfiction book about entrepreneurship. Someone recommended this book to me, and it sounded like the title of a book that I would write. So I was like, oh my god, I need to pick that up. That's just me. It's called How to Be Everything, a guide for those who still don't know what they want to be when they grow up, by Emil Wapnick. And I've already started reading it a little bit, but I definitely need to get back into it. I only read one nonfiction book at a time, and I'm currently reading a nonfiction book for a class right now. So this one's been put on the back burner because school. I'm really excited to read this book because it's all about how you can create a career in a professional life as a multi-potentialite, is the word that Emil uses, and that's like someone who's really passionate about multiple different things. And so I think this book will be just really great about learning how to balance it all. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get changed to go to the gym. I also have a package waiting for me. The post office is right next door to the gym. The package, I'm 99% sure, is bookish related, so I will do an unboxing of that package when I get back. So now I'm here with the package. I need to get the scissors to cut it open. It is my Book of the Month package. So these are the April books from Book of the Month. There is a code that they give me for the TikToks. So you can get your first book from Book of the Month for $9.99, which is like a really great price for a new or early release hardback. So I'm also gonna put it in this YouTube video. This video, full disclosure, is not sponsored. The TikToks are sponsored. This is just the fact that I actually really believe in this company. I think this is such a wonderful company, and it's such a wonderful mission, because Book of the Month's mission is to give you a new or early release book, usually from a debut author, every single month. So it's a really great way to like read more diversely. Let's see which ones we got this month. The first one is called What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins. This is such a cute cover. It's in a misty coastal Washington. It's a suspenseful mystery, so I love mysteries and thrillers, so super excited to read that. Hopefully it's not too scary though. I don't really like scary books. Next we have The Hunting Wives. Ooh, this one looks really good. I like that title. The Hunting Wives share more than target practice, martinis, and bad behavior in this novel of obsession, seduction, and murder. That one sounds fun. Oh my god, this cover is so gorgeous. People We Met on Vacation is the next one, and I am in love with this cover. It looks so cute, and I'm guessing it's probably like a romantic comedy, but maybe not. Two best friends, 10 summer trips, One Last Chance to Fall in Love. This is going to be a great read on like a sunny day in May or June, so super excited about that. This next book cover is also really pretty. It says arsenic and adobo. I feel really stupid, but I don't know what that word is. But adobo, I'm guessing it's something with cooking. Maybe it's something with meat. I am vegetarian, so I don't always know. The first book in a new culinary cozy series full of sharp humor and delectable dishes, one of which might just be killer. Ooh, interesting. Still not sure what adobo is though. And then the last book we have is the one that's in the box. And usually the one that's in the box is like the really exciting one. So we'll see. I love how this looks. This is such a pretty book. So it is Liberté, and I'm guessing it's historical fiction. It's inspired by the life of one of the first Black female doctors in the United States, enriched with historical detail. That sounds so cool, as we've seen from this entire video. I'm really into historical fiction lately, so I think that would just be a really interesting thing to read about. That is all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this book vlog, book haul, book unboxing, and if you did, please like this video so other bookworms can find it, and consider subscribing because I post bookish videos every single week here on this channel, and I would love to have you along for the journey. Without further ado, I will see you in my next video and down in the comments.